So paintball started out as a marking system. You know, they used paintball guns and paintballs to actually mark cows and trees. Nowadays, there's a couple different types of paintball. You can play X-ball, speedball, woods ball. So paintball is always associated with actually throwing paintballs. These paintballs explode on contact, leaving a mark of paint. With the Paintball Club here in Morris, we don't have the ability to just walk out in the woods and start throwing paint everywhere. We actually play in the RFC, which is right behind me here. So what we do is we actually play a game called reball, and it is significant for the balls it uses. What they are is they're just a simple rubber ball, the same caliber as a paintball, firing at the same speed and everything. Since we are also limited to room, what we do is we use inflatable barriers. These inflatable barriers are very significant, or really tied to the X-ball kind of fields. So paintball is a very popular sport. It's played around the United States. A lot of people don't consider it a sport, but of course it is. It's actually a professional sport. A lot of colleges actually participate in collegiate leagues of paintball. We use 3 basic safety measures when we play paintball. The most important is the paintball mask. The paintball mask is consisted of a face guard, a visor, and the actual goggles. As for the visor, this is when you play outside or anything like that to kind of keep the sun from putting glare on your goggles. Our second safety measure is that of the barrel condom. This just fits on top of the barrel. That way if a gun does accidentally discharge, it gets caught in the barrel condom. Very last safety measure is actually the safety switch. A lot of our guns have these, and they come in different variations. If it's down, or if it has like a white ring around the safety switch, then it is unsafe. Red means dead. I always tell people that. Red means dead. That means no matter what you do, if you pull this trigger, it will either fire, or if the bolt's not loaded, you're lucky. So Morris actually has a small course, so we do have to play different types of game modes to kind of keep everyone interested. The big thing is usually we play 3v3 or 2v2, which is just basic team deathmatch. We do play some Civil War style, where people will put 1 bullet into their gun, then they stand in a line and fire. If you get hit, you are out, and then you take a step forward, put another paintball into your gun, and then fire again. So it's kind of like Civil War. So I'm going into kind of the tactics. We'll start with a 3v3. The big thing with 3v3 is spreading out. What you don't want to do is have 2 people or 2 or 3 people held up behind one barrier. So your first objective is to kind of get all your right side, your left side, and your center all spread out. What this does is this increases the firing lanes you have, because each person has a firing lane from on a bunker, usually like 45 degrees. Say I'm sitting on the right side of the bunker, you kind of have the firing 45. If you want to peek around more, you can, but that exposes you even more to fire from the side. We got a nice group of people that always come every Sunday. They always show up on time. What we have to do for paintball is we have to set up our barriers, which takes a long time. We have to get all the guns ready. We have to get the air filled and everything like that. And if we had a small group of people, or too small group of people, it's just not worth the time we have to put in to play paintball. So having this good group of people that is good at communicating with each other and like are pretty close, that makes it really easy for us to even just to set up and for us to actually have some successful paintball games. Takedown is actually the worst part of playing paintball. We have to deflate the barriers and clean up all the paintballs. We do have a kind of like a push lawnmower that we use that'll actually pick up all the balls off the floor, but we have to have people pushing balls, trying to make sure we don't lose them, because we reuse these paintballs, and we can't be losing hundreds of them at a time, because then we'll run out over a certain amount of time. And it's really good to have a good group of people that is always there to help set up, help take down, and people that you can communicate, run around with, have fun, and just have a good time playing the sport of paintball. Paintball is a very fast-paced sport. When you're out on the field, there's shots going everywhere, people running around, people yelling, and just your emotions and really adrenaline just starts kicking in. But the best thing about it is when you come off the field and there's a good group of people kind of sitting around just kind of talking, and you hear just the funniest stories of, say, so-and-so ran into a barrier and everything fell down, so he's got no protection now and he's kind of running around like a chicken with his head cut. And I mean, you really get to become friends with almost everyone, because yeah, you may not know this person, but you're sitting there behind the bunker getting shot at, and you need them to help you kind of get out of that situation. And it's really just fun, because you're working with these people that you don't talk to on a day-to-day basis. These are people from different majors or different classes, but you're running around shooting at other people, just having a really good time, getting your adrenaline going.
The reason I joined was because my buddy, Harrison, told me about it. He was like, hey, there's Paintball Club going on, and I was like, really, we have a paintball club? So I decided to join, and I don't regret it at all. It's really fun. It's free, because paintball normally costs like $50 or $60 per session to play paintball. This is totally free. It's really fun. It's a fun time to just get together with your buddies and shoot each other for like an hour and a half. And it's free. Why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah, I love paintball. It's a great thing to do at school, once a week, just come in and de-stress, shoot at people, have a good time. I joined on the recommendation of my friend Mitchell. He's a cool guy, helps run the club. He said, yeah, come play paintball. I said, okay, I'll play paintball. And I didn't regret that, so that's a plus.
It's really just funny to hear all the stories and people talking like, oh, you were shooting at me this time, and I could hear the bullets whizzing by my head while you were firing at me, or all these fun different stories and stuff like that. And it really builds the camaraderie between people that otherwise wouldn't really talk. So in paintball, we really try to include both boys and girls into playing. This is a violent sport. I mean, you're shooting at other people with little rubber balls. It does hurt a little bit when you get hit. All types of people can just come and play. That's the big thing, is like we have people from all types of different backgrounds that just come and play with us.